Welcome back, disc golf fans. We are at the final 9 of this 2-day Inverleigh Open 2024. We are PRKD Media and we are brought to you by Guff, Victoria's premier bricks and mortar disc golf shop. I'm Matty Faz, and joining me today is a man with one of the larger collections of Nike footwear I've come across in my time, Jason Wiedner. Where do you get the money, mate?
I don't have any anymore, so yeah, they just sit there, and I admire them from time to time. So
They might gain some value as a collector's item or something.
I'm a sneakerhead, Matty. What can I say?
Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing. As we move into hole 19, not a number we're typically about saying on coverage here. Par 3, you want to get over the dam here. You're trying to find gaps that don't really exist in the trees here. As long as you don't rebound off some brush or a branch and get OB into that dam, you're doing okay.
Yeah, I think the Timmy Bond's card rolls away in the wind.
Casper the Ghost trying to thieve Timmy's roller there.
Yeah, I think the trick is to keep it simple here, Matty. Although look at the wind, just doing plenty to that disc. That looks manageable from Jade.
Yeah, it does find one of the larger gaps, but yeah, access is pretty difficult here as Tim tries to just go over the initial trees. You can see there's a right to left at play here, and only God knows where that one's landed. Right, so there is a really straight gap that's...
Oh, nice little kick there, straightening it up.
Well, I was trying to explain that line, but he demonstrated it with a bit of luck.
Yeah, that's going to end up great. But as these boys toil their way to hole 19.
Yeah, and I don't think Timmy will be having too much of this. Oh, no, it looked...
Ooh.
Okay, you got hungry.
Hard. Yeah, it's been a long tournament, this one. Oh, Leo skims off the top.
And the boys have suddenly got some audacity about them.
Gave it a half run there, Jade, but doesn't need to do much. He's still well out in front. He's still got a 6-shot lead, I think, over Paddy Robinson, but that's a great birdie.
It is.
For Ryan Hart.
And more importantly, a great putt.
It was a great putt, wasn't it? Yeah, it's a long tournament, this one. 54 holes. And that's another great putt from Leo.
Yeah, over 2 days. Really committing your whole weekend to this.
Absolutely. It was a long one to film for us, Matty. But the boys have ground their way through the majority of it. And this is the final 9. And this man has just been solid throughout today. He is on now what he started the day on, Matty. So he sits at even for today's round. And we get to hole 20, par 3, 109 metres. And this one should be fairly guarded from the wind, I reckon. Low is the play anyway, not that low.
Yeah, this one, not the most difficult on the day, but still playing 0.9 over par.
Leo's going to punch that one through, is he?
Now, I'm not sure if that was intentional, but there is a line there. The optimal line here is with the backhand to flex it right and have it fade back left at the end of the fairway.
Yep.
Yeah, not enough flex on this one.
Needs to hit something. Yeah, a little short there from Jade.
Yeah, there's usually a line from that spot. That's where my noodle arm throws typically end up. And Timmy, yeah, not able to get that one over enough either. But he fights through, and he might have a putt from there.
Yeah, he's in a good tree kick there, which keep him in the conversation.
Yeah, it did have a license to bid, as does Jade. I'm not sure he's got a clear line to the basket from where he is, though. Oh,
yeah.
Almost makes a really complex putt. Yeah.
So Timmy with his birdie look now. Got it. Oh.
Yeah, I think Timmy's throwing caution to the wind now that he's well and truly out of the race at +10.
Good play on words there from you, Matty. Caution to the wind.
Unintentional once again.
Solid par putt from Tim Bowen.
And it's suddenly looking really confident, his putt.
It is.
Yeah, pressure's a funny thing.
Don't taco the frisbee.
No, you got to expel your aggression somehow on the disc golf course.
Get the putts in, Matty, is probably the easiest way.
Easier said than done.
So Jade's still holding on to that same lead as we go to 21. It's a par 3. It's one of my favourites from this standard course, Matty. I do like throwing this one off the tee pad.
Yeah, Leo's going to demonstrate the forehand line here. Really open on that left-hand side. Just a matter of power, really.
Yeah, you send it out there, Matty, and you just try and get it to just pop around the back of those trees.
Yeah,
is the
unfortunately.
optimum way, but wind not allowing that today.
No, you just couldn't get the Anheuser on the disc there as Jade. Let's see how flippy this one can be.
Oh, he's just kissed that tree. Not enough.
Should get up and down for his par pretty simply there. All right, if this stables
Someone's
out,
gotta
this is
move on
going to
that.
be really nice.
That's pretty good. That's giving
Yeah.
him that. He's in circle, I reckon.
Yeah, I reckon he's left with about 8 or 9 metres there. Good stuff, Timmy. Too low out of the hand there from Rhino.
He's going to push through. It's a tough putt from under there, though.
Yeah, you don't have the height to really run it.
So Jade with the first look, he's just going to lay that up.
Yeah, similar scenario for Jade there.
Playing for safety.
No.
Leo does the same.
He might have a... oh, okay. I'm not sure if that was the wind or if he had to keep that intentionally low, but... And Timmy's
and
putter.
Putt. You called it, Matty. He's a fist bump too, so...
I'm glad it looks like he's getting something out of the round.
Good to see him enjoying himself, Tim. He's had a tough day. And he cards the only birdie on that hole.
Yeah, so he'll take the box.
It's good to see him enjoying himself, Matty.
You know, he's one of my favourite guys to film. He's always in a pretty chipper mood and always happy to have a chat, which makes the job that little more enjoyable.
Yeah, he's one of the good disc golf guys around, Tim.
You see Jade and I there just...
Comparing notes for you?
Oh, yeah. I'm sure we played the hole in a pretty similar way as we go into hole 22. It's a par 4. This one's a bit of a bruiser, Jace. 227 metres. Getting out of the gap is rather difficult. And then you've got to blast one down a pretty open fairway. But it's a great combination of technicality and distance here.
Yeah, if you don't get out of the gap, though, Matty, the hole is over for you. Simple as that.
Birdie's already out of the equation for Tim there. Still has the opportunity for par with his abilities, but yeah, he won't be scoring.
This is an interesting play.
Yeah, that's the line less travelled, and I think the wind just got onto that one. And
It doesn't lend itself to a forehand, but it is an easy way out of the woods, he would have thought.
there's the shot.
Yes.
Oh, even with that little elevated down action from the wind there,
Yeah, I
Jake.
think he's kept that down on purpose, Matt. He just didn't want the wind getting a hold of that at all. Just happy to get out of the gap.
Now that is max distance shot. You're going there for that line.
Yeah. So Timmy, not too bad.
Now, that was actually a friendlier kick than I first thought.
Yeah. He got the majority of the way out, and he's going to have a decent approach. And Leo's got a crap lie here.
Yeah, this one coming in as the equal second most difficult on the day at a full stroke over par. No surprises to me after playing it and routinely getting poor scores on it. I've never played this one well.
That's going to be good.
Yeah, for the power players, this second shot is a pretty fun one. You can go full send with minimal consequence.
Yeah, really push that right-hand side. As Rhino gets a monster skip.
Yeah. All
So
right.
Timmy for 3. Oh, geez, didn't it get a full flex run out of it?
Yeah, it looks like a bogey there for Timmy.
Let's see what Leaping can do for his third. No.
Throws the hands in the air.
Says Leaping.
Like he actually really did care.
Yeah. He did not get any of that right.
It looked like Rhino was trying to put that one in.
It is tough. We sit here, Matty, and we sit here and say, it's easy to see what they're doing after they throw the shot with the wind, but to predict it beforehand, it's like 10 times harder, isn't it?
Near impossibility.
And we can sit here and say, Timmy didn't need to do this in that wind there, but doing it out there without those pointers, you don't get a practice throw.
Yeah,
it is really tough.
We definitely don't mean to take any credit away from the players. Like 2 days, 27 holes, 54 in total, and just unrelenting gusts. You're not going to get any respite, mate. Just go for it. Yeah.
He's waiting for it to drop to an F3.
Yeah, what's the category under cyclone?
Come on, Rhino. Good putt and a par. Pretty good going on that hole today for 227 metres.
Well, you're gaining a stroke on the field with a par here, so pat yourself on the back there, Rhino.
Oh, this guy's just been on from start to finish.
And just read that tailwind perfectly.
He's had an 8-hour drive down here from Canberra. He's camping at the course. Oh, that was blown out.
You could see that right to left doing nasty things to the frisbee there.
Yeah,
I thought it
and
was a
then
22-hour drive for Jade.
From Canberra. No, it's about 6.5. We drove there about a month ago. You remember?
Well, I did
you
not.
Didn't, actually,
I
you
did
didn't
not.
drive with us, yeah. So it's about 6.5 hours he's driven down on the Friday. And he has not let up since he's hit the course. Hole 23 is a par 3. This is one of my favourite ones too, Matty. Over the dam, it's just a nice backhand shape, isn't it?
Yeah, real viewers hole this one. One of the signature holes on the course. The dam's looking pretty dry there. Does play as OB. This is my favourite shot on this hole, and if this gets stable,
yeah,
with a bit of help from the tree,
that'll do. I love that sign there. Like anyone's considering going swimming in that dam.
Oh, you would catch something. Typhoid or cholera. Uh-oh.
That's hit about 8 trees in total. And I don't know how he's ended up over there.
There's another one of those tree kicks that goes further than my power drives.
So top 5 here. Looking to elevate himself. Get through there. Parked.
Oh!
Great shot.
Hunting the ace there was Leo. And that was a top 5
That was.
type of forehand. There's
Timmy
with the
gives it a ride as well.
Oh, that's got
He's
the...
gonna be, you got a rotten bounce.
Yeah. Not even sure how to
He
explain that
landed
ground
right
play.
on the edge of the creek there, the drain. So
Which was that was that D1 that was gifted to him by our producer Ash.
it was, apparently.
I think he mentions it every time we see that D1.
Yeah, I think he does too.
Yeah.
It's great how Prodigy players all like to give their discs away as often as possible.
I like the culture of incest in the Prodigy teams.
I was just talking more about how Prodigy players like to... get rid of their
Oh,
disc.
you don't even need it, Jade. Stop it.
That's a great birdie from Jade.
Yeah, I don't think our jokes are in alignment there. But I see your point now. I just wanted to get that incest joke in there.
So pars for the rest of the lads there once Leo's got a birdie look, actually, with that stunning forehand effort. So he has carded a few birdies in this round, Leo. So he's pretty neat at +1 too. So he's stemmed the flow, definitely.
Yeah,
24 is a par 4, Matty. It's one of the nicest, most picturesque holes, but it is one of the hardest from the gold on the course by a mile. Getting out and getting to the right landing zone. There's only about 3 good landing zones on the entire hole, so it's tough.
Yeah, it's a pretty simple formula though. It's pushing backhand hyzer plus pushing backhand hyzer equals,
Tree.
well, in Jade's particular equation, yes.
Yeah, they say the red tee for the easier layout is just up to the right there, and it's what I always aim for. You can get your hyzer whizzing past that. That's a
Yeah.
good spot. Leo.
Prime real estate for that frisbee. Yeah, I just love seeing all the action on this corridor green. You don't see too many greens made up like this one. Oh my
That's a
God.
great shot.
I've never seen a shot go that far on this hole.
He took a really inside line there, and he's got to look at the basket from there.
God, he almost caught up with the card ahead of them.
He really, good heavens.
Oh, and that right kick off that tree goes directly into some acacia.
That's
and
what you don't want.
Can often leave you air with this. At least he's got some decent range of motion.
It's that bad. He's taken the jacket off.
You wouldn't be wanting to wear an expensive jacket amongst that acacia. It'll tear it to shreds.
So, and this is what I mean by landing zones. This is what you can end up with sometimes.
Kicked off, looks like.
What is he hit there?
Kicked off like a tombstone or something.
Probably the tombstone of the last person that took on that dodgy bridge just in front of us.
Oh, that's an unlucky kick for the...
I think he's in bounds.
Yeah,
The OB line is right down near the water, so I think he's in bounds.
Oh, this looks really good from Timmy.
Yeah, nice shot, Tim.
And stays on the flat of that corridor. Would you want to call it a corridor green? Maybe it's more of a...
Plateau.
Yeah.
Shelf.
A shelf green. There you go. Slide. A little too much.
Yeah, it's that funky disc he's batting now. We saw him hit one here from here in round one. Oh. He's almost hit it off a tree this time. This is party hole for Ryan Hart.
All right, Leo here.
Sit down.
Decent reaction in the end.
And that was for birdie too from Ryan Hart, we should add. Didn't look interested in that one, Jade.
Yeah, tidy par there from Timmy.
Yep, a bogey for our leader, Jade Brady.
Yeah, and he'll be...
He goes back to what he started on at the start of today. .25. We've only got 3 to go. And this is a par 3. It's 108 metres. The gold tee, Matty. Is it the backhand or the forehand line that's more?
Definitely the forehand, but there's not too many players in our field that can push that sort of distance on this line. Leo is one of them, though. And
Look
top
at that.
5.
Great shot from top 5.
Now, that's 2 ace runs on the forehand for Leo. I think people are a little critical of his self-proclaimed status in the forehand stakes.
I think it can be, Matty. We've seen flashes of it, but a little bit of consistency to come for it, I think.
Well, I like the look of this too.
Is it going long? Oh, what a skip. Yeah, it's pretty good too.
That's very good.
Definitely a forehand hole.
Yeah, one that shapes up beautifully for this man's forehand, but just overturns
Get that
it.
on edge, yep.
Little nose down.
Okay, now this one has to be low, starting on hyzer and then turning right.
No, didn't get the turn. Needs a tree kick. It keeps sailing off to the left. That's a very long look for our leader there. Dainty little approach there from Tim.
Jade's still hungry for birdies.
He is,
even at
isn't
this
he?
late stage.
He's not letting up. Birdie look for Ryan Hart. Just skipped a little far there. And a solid par putt. And look how we mustn't
She's good though. I sandpapered that.
glaze over just how good that shot was from Leo Dykes. We need to tap in on this hole. You don't get many of them, Matty.
No, you don't. Super impressive. And he's going to get back to even, and I think we're not giving enough credit to his round here.
Commendable.
I do love the animation he brings to coverage.
Not shy, is he? He's definitely a child of the arts. Great birdie. And yeah, getting himself back to even. That is a solid fight back.
It
I think he
is.
started the day on 2 under or 3 under, did he?
Yeah, you get off to a pretty rough start, but yeah, showing his fortitude as we get into the second last hole of this tournament. It's hole 26. It's a super difficult par 3, 106 meters, Jace. The narrowest gap off the tee. You've got to get past Gandalf, who tries to tell you that you shall not pass. Leo does, though.
Yeah, now I've played this course many times, Matty, and I only just recently hit Gandalf for the first time. So that was a special time for me.
Yeah, it's almost a hazing process at this course. As we get a look at the Gandalf tree
Can
right
you tell us
there.
the meaning of Gandalf? Because I'm not a... I'm told it's Lord of the Rings, is it? No?
Haven't we addressed your lack of Lord of the Rings knowledge on coverage before,
Well, we're addressing
Jace?
it again now.
Okay, well, Gandalf is kind of like the savior wizard of Middle Earth. The Deus Ex Machina in the 3rd edition, I believe. I'm actually due a rewatch, but he's the go-to guy when things get hairy in Middle Earth,
Right,
pretty much.
that I asked.
He's the one
And he
that's-
doesn't let people pass?
He
Is that is that his catchphrase or?
He doesn't let the Balrog past in a very iconic scene in the Mines of Moria.
Right. And that's what he says, thou shalt not pass.
As he jams his staff into the ground. You would have seen memes, maybe GIFs,
No.
GIFs. I think the kids
must have my algorithm set incorrectly.
You've got your algorithm set to cool guy, sports and lingerie models, I'm sure.
Timmy just catching a tree there, and
My day.
one hole to go,
That's
Tim.
right there.
One hole to go, mate.
Yeah, you don't see that man with a plus
Just
symbol.
exhausted, isn't he?
Yeah, you don't see his scorecard with a plus symbol and
Do it.
double figures too often.
Oh, I wanted that for Leo. Oh,
I thought that might have caught.
it's the same reaction whether he airs it or whether he chains out, isn't it?
Consistency's key in this sport. And there's I'm loving the consistency of Tim's putt in this final
Tim
9.
has been putting well. He's holding it together, we should say. A bogey for Brady. Wow.
He's let 2 leak.
He's into
The
the,
last few
plus
holes?
for today. Yeah, he's won over the card after 26 holes.
Now, the man knows how to win, that's for sure.
And Reinhardt just looks tired, doesn't he?
And Leo just claiming his CTP there.
And the reason for that is this is the last hole. It's hole 27. Getting out this gap is absolutely paramount. There's many ways to do it, but players want to get to just about here so they can get a good look at the basket and launch one up the hill to this elevated putting circle.
Yeah, we're all familiar with the treachery of this hole. What do you reckon it played on the day, Jace?
I would have said in these conditions, over 4, maybe 5.
Surprisingly, it was only 0.27 over par, which
Okay.
is it's a bit of a shock to me. RMPO Field just figured it out on the day, and this looks nice from Timmy. Can it push out of the gap?
Is it around the corner?
Yes.
Yes, that's a good spot. He did a little pinched off, and he might not have a look at the basket, but it's a good spot to be.
No, he'll be stoked with that. I think Rhino, I think they've got a late tree, yeah. Really Not sure he's,
difficult place to launch from there.
yeah, will probably affect his form. Being up against that tree.
Oh,
Oh,
that was a little early from Jade. This is not a place you want to play a shot from.
oh, that's a sneaky little roller.
Nice roller.
That is
Nice.
not a shot you'd practice too often, I imagine.
No, it gets you to where you should be for one, and he's pretty happy with that. What is that?
Yeah, a little tomahawk flick there from
Tomahawk,
Leo.
is it? I do get mixed up with my overhand shots. They differ from how you hold them, don't they?
Well, yeah, the thumber,
And how they finish.
the force
Thumber's
comes
about the
from the
only one I can
thumb.
pick.
Yeah, so the tomahawk's just an inverse thumber, really. Jade throwing three
good.
here. He's up there, and that's probably 6 meters left for his par.
Timmy with the look of concentration. He's done enough there, I think.
Oh, yes.
So yeah, you can see if you can get out of that that gap, Matty, then it's an easy birdie play from there, isn't it?
Yeah, for these boys it
Ooh,
is.
Leo cooks it.
Yeah, pushes that one long, and it'll be a sour end to what's a very good round in the end there for top 5.
Yep. Oh, Timmy. Just wants to be happy to put this putt away, I think.
Yeah, not that it matters much in the end.
No, it just hasn't been his day today.
Still, always fun to have Timmy on coverage.
Absolutely. He's one of our favourites.
And I like to see that sort of emotion even at these irrelevant stages of a tournament. Just goes to show how much it means to Leo.
As Jade Brady taps in a par, Ryan Hart does the same. Leo will come in and tap in a double, I think.
Yeah, I hope that doesn't cost him too much money, Jace.
No, but that's how they finished for this final 9 for round 2 of the Inverleigh Open for 2024. There is your winner, Jade Brady, who finishes on a score of -8 under the card after 54 holes. Leo Dykes +2, Ryan Hart +7, and Tim Bowen +11. But how did they finish up overall, Matty?
Yeah, the overall leaderboard looks a little bit like this. Paddy Robinson keeping things pretty tidy with +2 overall. Leo unluckily having to... Oh, no, sorry. Leo luckily maintaining 3rd spot with that final double bogey there. And then Ryan Johnson managing to push up into tied 4th position with a decent round.
We saw a masterclass from the boy from Canberra. And I loved watching it. He did all the damage on day 1, Matty, and then he just held firm throughout the rest. So it was great to watch, and congratulations, Jade Brady, on your victory in the 2024 Inverleigh Open. We have had an absolute ball bringing this to you once again, and it has been brought to you by the wonderful people at Guff. We have been Park Media. Thank you for watching. I've been Jason Wiedner.
I've been Matty Faz.
And until next video, park it.